Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Happy Saturday. More importantly, happy Free Comic Book Day. This is going to be fun. We're going to go on a little journey. We're going to go to a few of the local comic book stores that are close to me. They're within, 30 minutes or less. We're going to start with one I've done a tour of on my channel. One of the biggest ones in the state, one of the biggest ones possibly in the United States, I'm not sure. And then we're going to end with two that I've never been to. One has been around for quite some time. The other is having their grand opening today and tomorrow. So there should be some cool stuff. I've been following their YouTube and Instagram for over a year, and I'm so excited they're opening their own store. So we're going to check out what they have to offer. So come with me. Let's go check out Free Comic Book Day in Oklahoma. back from our little adventure on Free Comic Book Day. The very first shop that I showed you in the video was DZ Comics and Gaming. If you'll remember from last year, I did a tour video that I walked through there, showed off what they have. It's a huge place. They have an arcade inside. They've got plenty of comic books. They've got replica, like collectible statues, Funko Pops, Legos, card games, you name it. They have pretty much everything for a collector's dream. So that place is really great. Love going there. It's right around the corner too. It's less than 5 minutes from where I live. So my son and I buzzed over there first, and they had the parking lot decked out as you saw in the video. So it was really awesome. So there was a bounce house. My son got to play. They had the Oklahoma City Ghostbusters, which is a group of individuals that go do charity events. They do pop culture cons, mostly local to Oklahoma, but they dress up as Ghostbusters and take pictures with kids and families and, you know, everything. They also have a replica Ecto 1, which I got a picture with my son in front of, which was so cool. And it was just really fun. They had a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, a big blow up one. There was a replica mystery machine from Scooby-Doo, which was really cool. So as you saw in the video, there was just a lot going on in the parking lot, but it was a lot of fun. My son had a blast at the bounce house, and we got to see some cool stuff. We did, however, miss out on one really awesome thing that they were doing today, and that was they were hosting Kendra Dahl. She was an actress who was actually an Ewok in Return of the Jedi, believe it or not. She lives in Oklahoma City, and she's lived here, I think, her whole life. But she was there signing autographs, and we just found out we barely missed her by maybe 30, 45 minutes. But she was there today. But we'll meet her again. She lives here in the area, so we'll definitely meet her another time. But that was the sad part we missed out on. But other than that, as you guys saw in the video, like I said, pretty cool. On to comic book shop number 2. Next up, we went to Norman, Oklahoma. We went to Speeding Bullet Comics, which apparently has been around for 27 years. They opened in 1998. I used to live right around the corner from that comic book shop. Had no idea it was there till we just went today. It's just in this old strip on Norman, next to the big park and the library that's over there. And I had no idea it was over there. So we went to that shop, little, you know, just a small little family-owned comic shop. Really awesome, though. They had a lot to choose from, especially comic books. And they had a ton. So the room I showed off that we walked around, that was all free comic books. So the racks, the spinny racks, the tables on the side, the little pop-ups that they had a ton to choose from. So they've been around for a while, so they must have the hookup to all the free comic book day stuff. So let me show you what we picked up. So first up, we've got the Amazing Spider-Man Ultimate Universe. Really cool, from the Amazing Spider-Man comics, which are very good if you've never read them. This is Alive and Thwipping, the Amazing Spider-Man #1. They have an ad for that on the back with some awesome artwork of a bunch of Spidey characters. So really cool one. Next up, if you guys saw my video short from a couple days ago, I got an autograph pop of The Thing from Fantastic Four. And this is a Fantastic Four comic book with the giant size X-Men as well included in there. And then it has an ad for some Fantastic Four comics on the back, but really awesome artwork. I love how Johnny Storm looks on the front. So this is really cool. Next up, we've got a really cool one that piqued my interest because I grew up watching the 90s movie, but this is The Phantom by Ray Fox and Russell Olson from Mad Cave Comics. Really awesome. He's firing his pistol. That ring, I have a really funny story I'll have to tell you guys sometime if you ask me, but about when the movie came out and my cousin. So the back has the Phantom logo, which is really cool, but I like the artwork on this. It's really awesome. Next up, there was actually 2 Spidey comics that came out today. This is Spider-Man Ultimate Universe, and it's got Iron Man, Captain America, the Green Goblin, and Doctor Doom. But this is a cool one. And the back has a really cool ad for The Amazing Spider-Man #50, The return you've been dreading, the Green Goblin is back. So yeah, this is really cool. Up and away, we've got Superman, all in 2025 special edition, Superman Unlimited. And in the back, it looks like it has a second comic, or it's just a second cover actually, but Batman's on that other cover, which is cool. So yeah, this is really sweet. Go Power Rangers. We've got the Power Rangers Prime comic, and it's also got VR Troopers on the back. You guys remember that old show? But anyway, this one's kind of cool. And where my Turtles fans at, we've got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This kind of looks a little bit like an homage to the Kevin Eastman comic line, but mixed with the new one. But I'm not quite sure. I don't even know who the author is of this one, but really cool. And I had to pick up at least one comic for the kiddo. So I got the Iron Man and his awesome friends from Spidey and his amazing friends, the Disney Plus show. But yeah, really cute. He loves this show, so had to pick him that one up. And believe it or not, Post Malone actually has a comic book. This is Post Malone's Big Rig, and it's real bloody. It's a bloody semi, and just a really cool looking one. But it's from Vault Comics. But yeah, Post Malone has a comic book, which is really cool. So the Dark Ages, demon hordes plague Europe as hell invades Earth. But yeah, really cool. So maybe keep an eye open if you're a big Post Malone fan. And this final one might be my favorite one, only because the artwork is incredible. I didn't even know this was coming out today, but they have Mark Spears Monsters, and it's kind of retro style, like a VHS. It says, "Be kind, please rewind," stereo. But look at my boy, the creature from the Black Lagoon. How cool does that look? They all look really good. The Mummy looks good. But yeah, I saw this on the shelf, and it was free also, obviously, so I had to snag this one. The final stop on today's comic book day tour was Super Comic Bros. This store had their grand opening, as you saw in the video. So Saturday and Sunday was the first 2 days they were open. Really awesome. I'm glad we made our way up there. Just really awesome. I'm so happy for Nathan and Chris. They're the two guys who run it. They have an Instagram page and a YouTube page, and I followed them on there for probably the past year. And when I saw they were opening their own store, I just was so thrilled for them, because they are just like me and just like a lot of us out there. They're just, nerds at heart, and they're awesome at what they do. They host some cool videos on their YouTube page, like I said. So just ecstatic for both of them. As you saw in the video, they have quite a bit to offer. They have some retro stuff, some physical media as well, toys, Funko Pops, cards, gaming, just you name it. Comic books, of course. They had a big section of that. They have posters plastered up everywhere, mostly movie posters, which I love. But yeah, just a really cool atmosphere. It's a smaller store, really awesome, but they will hook you up. So if you're in the Oklahoma City area, or if you already live in Oklahoma, make your way over to Super Comic Bros and tell Nathan and Chris hi, and they'll hook you up. And really cool thing they were doing when I was in there was, when they didn't have something someone was asking for, they were writing ideas down to add to their store already, which is taking an initiative, and it's very cool. So they will try their best to get what it is you're looking for, and that is really awesome. So go check out Super Comic Bros. They show up at some conventions, I know, as well. So if you're in the Oklahoma City area, going to some of the cons that we have coming up, you might run into them. But go check out their store, give them some love, and tell them Josh sent you. And you also will have noticed there was a rack of comic books that said donations and $2 normally. That was actually a free rack of comics, so per person. So they let me pick out a couple, because I had my son with me as well, but he's not quite to the reading stage. So I picked up Steel, the DC comic. This is a really cool cover. They made a movie. It's really bad with Shaq. They were trying, because Shaq's a big Superman fan. But yeah, I picked this one up mainly for the artwork, and it was really cool. So out of the options, this was one that I picked. The second one that I picked up was actually a really cool one I didn't know existed. This is RoboCop versus Terminator, and this is from Dark Horse Comics, actually, which has a DC subsidiary as well. But yeah, this is actually Frank Miller. So I didn't even notice that till just now, but really cool, really awesome artwork. I love RoboCop and Terminator both, so I can't wait to read this one, but it was really cool. So those were my 2 free comic books I got at Super Comic Bros. I just really wanted to show off what Oklahoma City has to offer as far as comic book stores, just in case you live in the area or you're visiting and you want to find a cool couple of comic book stores. So thanks for joining me. Found some awesome stuff. Had a blast with my son. We had a little father-son day, so that was really cool. But thanks as always. Smash that like button. Hit subscribe, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a good rest of your week.